Hi everyone, welcome to Pilates with Kim. I'm in the mood for a bit more of an upbeat class today, so it's going to be a little bit faster paced, a little bit more advanced. If it's too much for you, feel free to go back to one of the easier classes. Otherwise, let's get into the workout. Okay, as usual, let's start by just taking that moment just to focus on our posture. So we've got the feet a narrow hip width, nice even weight over both feet, lifting up through that pelvic floor, drawing those lower abdominals in to wrap around that spine, lifting and lengthening up out of the spine, tucking in the chin to relax the back of the neck, and opening through the chest so that the thumbs face forward. Great, from there, let's start with the arms. Actually, we're going to bring one forward and one out to the side. Relax the shoulders down the back, standing up nice and tall. I want you to spread the toes, little squeeze of the glute to support as well. Exhale, we're going to lift one leg up, inhale down. So stand tall here. Make sure you're not, and I'm just going to go sideways so you can see. So I want you to stand tall. I don't want you to crumple forward as we lift that leg. So keep lengthening up, bringing those fingers up towards the toes. Shoulders are down the back. Keep standing tall. 10 quicker ones here. 10, nice and light. Barely touching the floor before you lift again. 5, keep standing tall. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Just a little relax of the shoulders, a little shake out, a little shake of that leg if you need, and the other. And we go to the other side. So standing up nice and tall again. I might go side on, just it's a bit of better view for you guys. So we're swapping arms. So the other arm comes forward, relax the shoulders down the back, draw that belly in. Little squeeze of the opposite glute, so make sure you swap legs now. Light on this foot, exhale up, inhale down. So we just do a few here to get a feel for it. Make sure we're not crumping forward here. So think about dropping the tailbone down, but lengthening up through the top of the head. And 10 quicker ones. 9, 8, reach tall, draw that belly in. Halfway, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Little shake out there. Breathe. Great, let's bring the arms out to the side now. So again, swapping legs, little squeeze of that glute, support through the core. Exhale out to the side, inhale down. So this time, it's my little toe reaching towards the fingers. Try not to, this time, lean too much to the opposite side. You almost pull your weight towards the leg you're lifting, just to keep you standing tall. And 10 quicker ones here. Keep standing up, nice and tall. 7, 6, stand tall. 5, 4, 3, nearly there. 2, and 1. Good job, everyone. Little shake out, shake those legs, and swapping sides. So, squeeze, strengthen through the opposite glute. Reach the arms out long, but shoulders are down the back. Exhale down, out, inhale down. Keep standing tall. Almost reach with those fingers towards that leg you're lifting. Try to stay up nice and tall. 10 quicker ones here. Use that other leg to support. Use the core to support. 6, 5, 4, reach. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Little shake out there. Beautiful work. All right, now I want you to come to the end of your mat. So you've got the length of the mat in front of you. Remember, this is a bit more advanced, so if it gets too much at any point, you can bring your knees down to the floor for an easier option, but try to stay up with us if you can. So we're going to inhale, draw the arms up above the head, palms come together. Exhale, draw the belly button in as we sweep down. A little softness through the knees if you need. Let the head relax. Inhale, coming halfway up, draw a line with your nose up the wall. Exhale, soften down. Inhale, use the abdominals to help lift you halfway up. And exhale, soften down. One more here. Just releasing the back of the legs here. Good. Inhale, looking forward with the eyes. Let's exhale as we walk the hands out. So here, we want to have hands on the shoulders, feet in line with the hips, so hip width. We're drawing that belly button up towards the spine, bottoms down. Watch we don't have any harbour bridges, so we're not up here yet, we're not in downward dog. We're in a nice extended plank. If this is too much for you, you could bring knees to the floor here. This is your easier option. Make sure those shoulders are down the back, otherwise lifting up. Exhale, let's press back into downward dog. Breathe. And then walking the hands back. If you need to, you can bend your knees there. Inhale, draw that belly button right into the spine. And exhale, use the abdominals to roll the spine up, one vertebrae at a time. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Do a little lean back if you like. Belly stays drawn in. Exhale, sweeping down. Inhale, coming halfway up that wall, shoulders back. Exhale, soften down. 2 more. Use the core to help lift you up. Exhale down. 1 more. And exhale, soften down. Inhale, eyes look forward. And exhale, walk those hands out. Wonderful. So we've come back into our plank position. Make sure shoulders are down the back, belly buttons drawn in. A little squeeze of the glutes to help support as well. Let's exhale as we tap one foot just out to the side of the mat. Inhale back. Exhale, take the other foot out. Inhale back. So I want you to think about stability through your pelvis and hips here. Really use your core, lift the pelvic floor, draw the belly in. Open through the chest. Fingers are spread out wide here. 1 more. Good. Let's press back into downward dog here. So you can take the feet just slightly wider if you like. I want you to press back through those fingers, a little bit of pressure between the thumb and the index finger. Take the shoulders down the back and let's just walk the dog out for a minute. So we're going to exhale over one heel, inhale, exhale over the other heel. Draw that belly right in, press those sit bones right up to the ceiling. And let's keep the heels down here. You might want a little movement into the hips. Whatever feels good, you can have a little movement here. Good. So centering off, we're going to inhale. Lift one leg right up towards the ceiling. Press back through those arms. Exhale. Let's open through the hips. So take the knee towards the ceiling, the heel towards the opposite bottom. And then inhale, coming back to center. Square off those hips. Exhale, I want you to come forward into plank and bring that knee towards the same elbow. Inhale, press it back up. Exhale, tuck the chin towards the knee, round the spine. Inhale, back up. Exhale, across the body towards the opposite elbow, coming forward into plank. Inhale, back up 3 times quicker, so same elbow. Inhale up, exhale, chin to knee. Exhale, across the body. 2 more. Use a breath. Last one. 1 more. Beautiful. Coming back into downward dog. Press back through those heels. Draw that belly in. Softly bring your knees to the mat. Bring your bottom to your heels. Draw your belly in. And just come down into a lovely child's pose here. Oof. Letting that heart rate come down just a little. One more breath here. Great job, everyone. Coming up, tuck your toes under, hands by the knees, coming into a forward fold. Inhale, draw the belly right in. And exhale, slowly rounding up, 1 vertebrae at a time. Inhale, bringing the arms up. And then exhale, bring the fingers to the small of the back and just open through that chest. Relax the shoulders down the back. A little release here, a little breather. One more. Beautiful. Just coming back now to your neutral spine, nice and centered. Let's go to the other side. So we're going to inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, tuck the chin as we round the spine down. Inhale, lifting the chin on the nose, halfway up the wall. And exhale, soften down. Inhale, coming halfway up. Hopefully we're starting to soften into the spine, the back of the legs here. One more. Exhale, soften down. Inhale, looking forward. And exhale, walking those hands out. So making sure hands are under shoulders. We're drawing that belly right in. Hip bones are even, shoulders are down the back. All right, this time we're going to do arms out. If it's too much, you bring your knees to the mat, but keep lifting that belly button up. Don't let it all drop down or press up too much. So from here, exhale, a little tap out with one hand. Inhale back. Exhale, other hand out. Inhale back. Keep lifting belly button to spine here. If you need to, you could bring your feet slightly wider to be a little bit more stable. Try to keep as still as you can through the pelvis. Through the hips. Last one each side. Good job, everyone. Press back into downward dog here. Oof. So again, you can have slight movement here with the legs if you need to bring them slightly wider or slightly more towards you. That's okay. Press back through those hands, shoulders down the back. If you need to walk the dog out, if you're really tight through the back of the legs, go with that. Or you might just want to enjoy having a little movement with the hips here. So remember, shoulders are drawing down the back here. Pressing those sit bones right up towards the ceiling. Draw the belly in as much as you can. Lengthen through the back of those legs. Fingers are spread out wide. Inhale, we're going to lift the other leg up towards the ceiling. And then exhale as we drop the heel towards the bottom cheek, the knee lifts towards the ceiling. So we're just opening that hip. Inhale, square it back off, square off the hips. Exhale, coming forward into the plank, bringing the knee towards the same elbow. Inhale, press back up. Exhale, tuck the chin, round the knee, round the spine. Inhale, back up. Exhale, cross towards the opposite elbow. Inhale up, and 3 quicker ones. So we go, same elbow, knee to chin, opposite elbow. 2 more rounds. Work with the breath. Press it up. Last one. And across. Good job, everyone. Oh. Knees down, draw the belly in, coming back into that child's pose. So bottom to heels, press the hands into the mat, enjoy that stretch. All the way down the arms, down the shoulders, and down the spine. Breathe. One more breath here. Good job. Coming up onto the knees, bring the hands by the knees, draw the belly in, back onto the feet, draw the belly right in. And exhale, slowly rounding up. Using those abdominals to stack the vertebrae. Inhale, bring the arms overhead. Exhale, bringing the fingers to the small of the back and opening up through that chest. So elbows are coming towards each other. Breathe. Breath. Wonderful work, everyone. Let's grab a quick drink. Okay, let's make our way down to the mat. So, Pilates V position, genie arms out in front, draw in that core, lift up tall through the top of the head, little step back or forward, either way is okay. Keep lengthening up out of the top of the head as we slowly come back. See if you can come back without using those arms. If it's too much, obviously use the arms and that's okay as well. All right, rolling down so that we're down on our mats. All right, so from here, arms are by the side. I'm going to imprint the spine. So I'm going to lift that pelvic floor, flatten the lower abdominals down to the mat. Bring one knee just above the hip and bring the other knee just above the hip. Squeezing those inner thighs together. Tuck the chin, coming up, working into our 100. So pulsing those arms, breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. So plenty of options with our 100. More advanced, we can start to lengthen the legs out. If this is too much, you come back to an easier option, bent knees. We can lengthen legs out. We can inhale, lower for 5. Exhale, bring them up for 5. Inhale, lower for 5. Exhale, up for 5. Keep the chin tucked, look to the belly button. So always plenty of options. You can have your heels together, feet splayed apart a little, squeeze those inner thighs. Nearly there, keep pumping. 2 more. Last one. Good job, everyone. Tuck those knees in, give them a little hug. Tuck the chin in, breathe. Good work. Let's go into our series of 5. So keeping those knees tucked in, they're just going to come slightly apart, just a narrow shoulder width. Same hand on top of the knee, opposite. Let's start that again. So coming down to our series of 5. Let's bring opposite hand on top of the knee, same hand on top of the shin. Tuck the chin in, curling up, extend the other leg. Tuck that knee in towards the shoulder. Exhale, alternate sides. Open through the chest, relax the shoulders. Let's make it a double. 2 little pulls. Remember, too much strain through the head, you can bring the head back to the mat. Let's start to go to long extended leg. Make sure we're not grabbing behind that knee joint, either above or below is okay. Extra little pull on that second one. Flex feet to get that extra length through the back of the legs. And let's go to scissors. So remember, you can start easier, chin tucked, head on the mat. Although I said this is more advanced, so see if you can start to come up. Take the legs longer if you can, keeping the belly flat, breathe. Still staying stable through the hips, use the core. 4, 3, 2, double legs, so bringing both knees in. Inhale, extend, keep the chin tucked. Exhale, round back up. So if you need to, head can come to the mat in between. See if you can stay up though. Just 2 more. Reach long. Last one. Tuck the chin. Come on down. And take it out nice and long. Squeeze up onto those glutes. Breathe. Always grab the other lot of fingers. A little more stretch. Nice work. All right, let's go into our teasers. So plenty of options with the teasers. Level 1, we're going to start by extending the leg and we're going to turn the knee out a little bit. Knees are together. I'm going to bring the arms up and over, but I want to maintain stability of the spine by using the core. So I'm going to notice if I just let my arms go all the way back, I get this big arch in my back. We don't want that to happen. So you only take your arms to where you can, maintaining that neutral spine, maintaining a nice strong core. I'm going to inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, tuck the chin, curling up, try to reach past the knees, just go to where you can. And then inhale, slowly roll the spine back down. Exhale as the arms come back, just to where you can, maintaining neutral. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, curling up. You'll probably notice I'm not getting too far. That's okay. It's not about how far you get up. We're really just using the core here, not those hip flexors. So often when you do a full sit-up, Most of that's coming from the hip flexors. I don't want them to be working here. I want the abdominals to be doing the work. So it's okay if you're just getting a little way up. Roll that spine down. Last one. And roll back down. Good. Let's go to the other side. So the other leg's coming up. Little turn out of the leg. Keep those abdominals switched on. Nice and strong. Neutral spine. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, tuck the chin, curling up. Inhale, rolling the spine back and exhale down. So with our teaser, we're working on the way up, but we're also working on the way down. Make sure that other foot stays on the mat. So you want to slowly roll down, don't just plonk back down to the ground. Scoop into a round up, last one. So reaching on with the arms, but shoulders are always going down that back. Good. All right, just relaxing the arms for a minute. I want a nice strong imprinted spine. We're going to bring both knees up into tabletop. Super glue those legs together. Try to get those calves parallel with the mat. Inhale up and over just where you can. It might not be as far this time. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, curling up so you can start to balance on those sit bones. Exhale, round the spine back, one vertebrae at a time. Arms coming back, maintain that imprinted spine. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, coming up. Reach past the knees, find that balance point. Inhale, rounding down. Exhale, arms come back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, curling up. Reach on with the arms, shoulders down the back. Exhale, rounding back down. Good. See if we can start to extend the legs. So into our 14s and rounding back down. Beautiful. Reach long. Just doing what you can here. So really advanced. I'm not quite yet there yet. Pilates is a journey. But really advanced if you can. You can start with your legs out. Curl up here. Too much for me. So I'm coming back to that bent knee, working towards straight legs. But if you're feeling really strong, supported, you can do legs out the whole time. Last one. Reach to the toes, round down. Wonderful job, everyone. Let's have a nice stretch out there. Really strong work on those abdominals. Squeezing up onto the glutes, letting the ribs flare. You can grab the other fingers here, have a nice stretch. One more. Beautiful. Let's flex our feet here. Make sure you're nice and strong through the core. We're going to bring arms up and over, tuck the chin. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, tuck the chin, rounding up, scoop the abdominals in, and exhale, coming forward. Inhale, coming up. Relaxing the shoulders. Great job, everyone. All right. Now, our next exercise, we're going to be coming all the way down to the mat and rounding over. So like a plow position, if you're familiar with yoga, legs are going to be coming up and over the head. If you know this is not for your spine, it doesn't agree with everyone's spine, then I'm happy for you to do an alternate exercise or a stretch while we go into this. Otherwise, your easier option, I'll just come quickly down, would be just to have your legs up like this, and you could work one leg down at a time, okay? So a couple of options there. Feel free to use them. All right, otherwise, making sure you have room behind you now to roll down onto the mat. We are going to bring those legs up and over. So starting nice and tall, lengthen up, inhale, draw the belly in. Exhale, tuck the chin, slowly rounding the spine down. Good job. I'm going to bring the feet up for this one, and I'm just going to tuck the knees in. I find the easiest way to get up and over is to cheat to begin with and use that little bit of momentum. So we're just going to exhale, bring the legs up and over. Keep that chin really tucked here. Now, if you need the hands for support, you can bring the hands just there onto the sit bones there, onto the base of the spine, just for that little bit of support. So start to lengthen the legs back. You can flex the feet. You see I have nice flexed feet there. And start to just lengthen out through the back of those legs. Feel that nice roundness through the spine. Bringing the arms by the side. Let's bring the feet together. Inhale, scoop the abdominals in. Exhale, rounding down. Just going to where you can with the legs. Inhale. And exhale, coming up and over. Good. Flex the feet. Bring the legs together. Inhale, scoop, rounding back down. Take your time. Keep the belly scoop. Exhale. Coming back. Taking the legs a little bit wider. Flex the feet. Inhale, bring them in. And exhale, rounding down. Inhale, drop the belly in. Exhale, up and over. Good. Taking the legs a little bit wider. Inhale, bring the feet together. Exhale, rounding down. One vertebrae at a time. Try to take your time with it. Maintain the scooped abdominals. Exhale, up and over. Good job. Let's hold it here. So I'm going to bring the hands just behind for a little bit of support. Bringing the legs together. We're going to start to lift one leg and lower. So I'm going to point on the lift, flex on the lower. Point on the lift, flex on the lower. Keep drawing that belly in. So I want you to think here about drawing the abdominals in, pressing your fingers into, your hips into those fingers. So scoop the waist right in. Keep the chin tucked. Inhale, point. Exhale, flex. So if you don't need the hands, you can try this without the hands. I still like to have that little bit of support. One more here. Let's see if we can do both legs. Lift. Exhale, scoop in, round over. Inhale, lift. Just going to where you can. Exhale. Inhale, lift. One more. Good. Let's see if we can keep legs up here, just to where you can. And we're going to do a little scissors. Breathe. And flex feet. And lowering the legs. Scoop the abdominals right in. Maybe your feet are on the mat now, hopefully, or somewhere near. And then exhale, using the abdominals. Just slowly round the spine down. Good. And slowly lowering legs just where you can without losing that core. And then coming to a bent knee position. Wonderful job, everyone. All right, bring your feet in fairly close to your bottom. We're going to come up into a bridge. It should feel really nice after that work. Whew. So opening through the hips. Make sure ribs are dropping down towards the hips. You can bring the hands just underneath, clasping the fingers. Shoulder blades coming together. Opening through that chest. One more breath. Good. Bringing the arms apart and coming down here. Nice work. Let's bring the feet a little bit closer or a little bit narrower here. So just a narrow hip width. Let's inhale as we round the spine up. And exhale as we roll the spine back down. Inhale to initiate. Exhale, rounding up, keeping the chin tucked. Inhale and exhale, rounding back down. Let's put some arms into it, up and over. And exhale down. One more. Good. And now just coming up into our traditional bridge. So if you need to adjust those feet a little, go for it. Squeezing those glutes, pressing through the heels. Pretend you've got that yoga block between your thighs. Give it a little squeeze. Keep the knees fairly narrow. Lengthen out of your knees along the thighs. Adding arms. So arms up and over, angel wing down. Palms towards each other.
One more here. Keeping the arms down, just bringing the legs up, coming up into that high bridge. Draw the belly in. Squeeze through one glute in particular. So I'm going to use my right leg. Press through that heel. Exhale, lift the other leg up. Bent knee if you need to. Inhale down. Squeeze through that glute support. Lift the other leg. So always really connect with that glute, that leg, that foot. Press through that foot before you lift the other leg. More advanced if you can. Starting to go into marching arms, so opposite arm lifting up. More advanced again, we can bring both arms up. Keeping that stability through pelvis and hips. And you can add in opposite arm. So I'm going to march back or reach along back with the opposite arm. You might need to slow it down a little if you're going with this option. Two more. And then I'm going to keep the arms down. I'm going to bring the leg up. Inhale, lower towards the mat. Exhale, flex up. Inhale, point away, and exhale. Two more. Hips are even. And reverse. So I'm going to flex down and point up. Flex and point. One more. Good. Let's go to the other side. Point and flex. Hips are nice and even. Reach along with the leg. Squeeze the other glute. Press up and reverse. Flex and point. One more. Good job. Rounding down. Tuck those knees in. Have a little hug. Breathe. Well done, everyone. We're all done. Flex those feet. So I've brought the knees wide, coming into happy baby. Oh, favourite part of the class. Unless you really must, please don't skip this part. So as important as it is to strengthen, it's also really important to find that balance by stretching out those muscles, letting go, taking this time just to look after your body. Keeping the chin tucked here. And a little roll side to side. It feels good. Good. Coming back to a bent knee position. Nice and comfy. Let's bring an ankle over the knee and press that knee away with the hand just to open up the hip. Bringing that knee, the other knee up off the mat. Hug it right in towards you. Tuck your chin in. Press the other knee away with the elbow. And then rolling out the ankle gently. Other way with the ankle. Good. Bringing it down to the mat, let's go to the other side. So crossing ankle over knee, press it away, open up that hip, breathe. Bringing the other knee up off the mat, hug it in towards you. Feel that lovely stretch down the back of the thigh, back of the glute. Press the other knee away with the elbow and then just rolling the ankle out. So hopefully you're feeling a little more invigorated now. The other way. Good, let's bring the knees together. Take the arms out nice and wide. Inhale as we bring the legs over to one side. Exhale. Relaxing into that arm. Bringing both hands on top of each other here. So just right angles with the body. Knees are on top of each other, hips on top. Exhale, open up without losing the stack of the lower body. So keep the knees stacked, the hips stacked. Inhale, coming back. So with that plank work at the start of the class, the three-legged dog, we did quite a lot of work into the upper back and shoulders. So we're just giving it a nice stretch out now. Chance to release. Holding this one out. Inhale, breathe into that upper rib. Exhale, relax into that shoulder, let it soften towards the mat, that arm. One more breath. Good. Inhale, bringing the knees up and over to the other side. Exhale as we come across. So I'm not stacked just yet, I'm just having a little release into it. Breathe. And then I'm going to stack everything up. So knees on top of knees, hips and shoulders. Exhale, opening wide, following it with our eyes. Keeping that stack with the lower body. Inhale, back together. Exhale, opening up. The next one, we're going to keep it open. Inhale, breathe into that upper rib cage. Exhale, soften the shoulder, open the chest. One more breath. Good job. Coming back onto our backs here, rolling up, coming into a forward fold here. So just letting the body hang. Inhale, drawing the belly right in. And exhale, slowly rolling the spine up, one vertebrae at a time. Taking the arms out wide here. Coming into a forward fold. Hugging the fingers under the toes, soft knees. Exhale, we're going to let the body come closer towards the legs, elbows go wide. Inhale, we come away. Exhale, pressing those sit bones up to the ceiling, nice up in between the legs. One more. Good, gently letting go of the fingers, letting the head just relax. Maybe you want to do a little lifting of heels, sway the hips, whatever feels good here. Settling into it, drawing that belly right in. Inhale. And exhale, slowly rolling the spine up. Chin's coming up last. Relaxing the shoulders down the back. Opening the arms out wide. Taking that moment just to think about our posture throughout the week. So we want that little lift of the pelvic floor. The lower abdominals wrapping around the spine. Length and lightness through the spine. The shoulders relax down the back. And the chin a little tucked. Well done, everyone. Hopefully you're feeling fine and fit and all ready for whatever the day or the night may